It's a calling that's kept us free. It's a place to belong. What's the calling? It's doing a job that makes a difference. Serving your community and your country. It's part-time service where the impact is full-time. What's your calling? Air Force Reserve.
Hi, I'm Marcus Scribner. The way we treat animals affects all of us. Cruel treatment of animals led to the pandemic crisis, killing 1 million people. And environmental destruction, pollution, and poaching have made our world a poorer place. To fight back, American Humane created a 10-point plan to do better by our animal friends. Visit AmericanHumane.org today and sign our new deal for animals to make a kinder and healthier world for all of us.
Reaching the World Entertainment presents The Booth. Check us out every Sunday on WIIT 88.9 FM in Chicago, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Download that free app, tune in, and get the best sounds of the underground with The Booth.
deserve nothing but the best in life. I will take over and do exactly what I want to do. Can feel the power, feel it too. Feel it coming, yeah, I can feel it. I can feel it, I can feel it coming round for me. I feel it coming round. What
turntables and a microphone. We rockin' this block till the early morning. 1, 2, 1, 2, mic check, here we go. MC on the mic with the illest flow. 2 turntables and a microphone. We rockin' this block till the early morning. 1, 2, 1, 2, mic check, here we go. MC on the mic with the illest flow.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I direct your attention to something quite extraordinary, quite incredible. Experience.
2 turntables and a microphone. We rockin' this block till the early morning. 1, 2, 1, 2, mic check, here we go. MC on the mic with the illest flow. Where the party's at? Yeah.
most brothers can't achieve. You know what I'm saying? You got the beat. It's a group that most brothers can't achieve.
goes out to Ron Hardy. We coming from Chicago. This goes out to Ron Hardy. We coming from Chicago. This goes out to Ron Hardy. We coming from Chicago. This goes out to Ron Hardy. We coming from Chicago. This goes out to Ron Hardy. We coming from Chicago. This goes out to Ron Hardy. We coming from Chicago. This goes out to Ron Hardy. We coming from Chicago. This goes out to Ron Hardy. We coming from Chicago. This goes out to Ron Hardy. We coming from Chicago. This goes out to Ron Hardy. We coming from Chicago. This goes out to Ron Hardy. We coming from Chicago. This goes out to Ron Hardy. We coming from Chicago. This goes out to Ron Hardy. We coming from Chicago.
We are the sounds of the street. We are the sounds of the street.
This goes out to Ron Hardy. We coming from Chicago. This goes out to Ron Hardy. We coming from Chicago. This goes out to Ron Hardy. We coming from Chicago. This goes out to Ron Hardy. Come on. We coming from Chicago. This goes out to Ron Hardy. We coming from Chicago. This goes out to Ron Hardy. We coming from Chicago. This goes out to Ron Hardy. We coming from Chicago. This goes out to Ron Hardy. We coming from Chicago.
Your health can affect the look of your teeth. If you have thin, translucent teeth, a health problem may have been the cause. Your health can affect the look of your teeth. Bulimia and anorexia if you have thin, are very destructive to teeth. A health problem may have been the cause. Teeth to receive the nutrients they need to stay healthy and strong. Some drugs, like the antibiotic, may not allow teeth to have a side effect that causes the teeth to stay healthy and strong. If you have drugs like the antibiotic and dream of a whiter and more natural-looking smile, there's no reason your dream can't come true. Consider cosmetic dentistry. We have two options to enhance your smile. There's no reason your whitening and veneers. Both can make your smile brighter and give you that extra boost of self-confidence. Speak with your dentist to determine what's the best option for you. For the ADA Dental Minister, Dr. Maria, make your smile brighter. For more information, visit our website at ada.org. Speak with your dentist to determine what's the best option for you. For the ADA Dental Minister, Dr. Maria, make your smile brighter. For more information,
most of us start every day with good intentions, and then everyday life can get in the way, especially when it comes to getting enough exercise. By the time you get ready for work, get the kids ready for school, get the kids to school, get yourself to work, run some errands after work, make dinner, and get ready to do it all over again. Then everyday life can get in the way. When are you supposed to find time for a workout or even a walk? What if you could take care of this daily responsibilities and get the exercise you need to stay healthy all at the same time? Get the kids ready for school. Experts say with more opportunities to walk, bike, or take public transportation, exercise would become part of our daily routine again, lowering obesity rates, cutting healthcare costs, and giving ourselves and our children a chance to take care of this daily responsibilities. And it's not impossible, but it will take the same time to make active living part of our everyday lives. Walk, bike, or take public transportation. Learn more at planning.org. That's planning.org. a message from the station and the American Planning Association, and giving ourselves and our children a chance to take care of the station's expenses. It's not exercise every time we'll take the same time to make active living part of our every.
WIT 88.9 FM in Chicago, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Download that free app, tune in, and get the best sounds of the underground with The Booth.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the DaBooth312, broadcast now, WIT 88.9 FM Chicago, and WOUI, DaBoothRadio.com. Hope you guys doing all right today. Yeah, the weather's up and down, but you know what? We'll take this over snow, so it's not bad.
Out.
That's all
the
that
sun
matters.
is out, yeah. The sun is out.
Right.
And
That definitely helps.
Blistering cold.
But we got snow coming back Monday.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
So, you said Monday. Tomorrow.
I stopped watching the news, so I don't know.
No, you can't. You need to stay informed, bro, because there's a lot of crazy stuff going on. We need to keep abreast.
Look at my face.
Yeah.
Got to keep the drama going. But that's right. Keep enough drama in your life. But anyways.
Or marry a leprechaun.
Well.
Shiver me timbers.
Do your pot of gold. Next week, we got another guest that's been here before. Peace RTG will be returning to the show. We'll be throwing down ones and twos. So I'm just curious what else he's got involved with, what he's making. Because
he's a businessman.
Exactly. This man's always busy, always doing something. Last time he was in, he was doing the straws.
Yes, he debuted his steel straws as an environmental awareness product to be environmentally conscious of how plastic is getting dumped into our oceans and it's ruining the environment. He came out with steel straws, and that was awesome. I still got those. I still have them. But like you just said, I would love to see what new device or new invention or what is he pushing now. And he might not. He might just be, hey, taking a break because he's a businessman. So, hey.
Definitely. So, yeah, definitely excited. Always love his vibe and his sound when he comes through playing for us. So, definitely can't wait for that one. Otherwise, yes, again, I did the Technific Thursdays this Thursday.
Saw that.
Appreciate it.
I gave you a thumbs up. That was a good show.
Thank you. I didn't see that.
Oh, wow. On YouTube.
Twitch, YouTube.
Twitch, YouTube. I was on YouTube.
I'm doing Technific Thursdays every Thursday.
Technific Thursdays.
Yeah, so it's Tech House and Techno.
Oh, fancy.
So something a little
nice.
different.
Technific. Technifical.
I'm not getting technical, but oh yeah. Trying to stay consistent with it, with the busy life and schedule. But
I would just say, add more lighting. We could still.
You want to look at me that bad?
We see you.
He's whiter than white.
No, you see you, but we don't see you. Like if it was me, they would be like just eyes and teeth, and like, man, that guy got some good teeth whitening. I got to use that because I brush all the time.
Are you trying to watch what I'm showing, or are you trying to listen to what I'm playing?
Both. We're trying to. I see the lights from the computer on in the decks, and that's all great. I was just, people want to see your face.
What time is it? This Technifical?
7 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Chicago.
And he's throwing down for 2 hours, man. Just tearing it up. Beating it up.
I'll give you 1 hour of Tech House, all the latest, greatest in Tech House. And then, same thing for Techno. So
there you go.
Okay.
So Rob's show is off and running. So tune in on Thursdays. So you got, we got our good friend Househead Speaks on Mondays. You got, Rob, Wednesday you got Lewis is coming back.
Fuego's coming back.
So Lewis Fuego on his Fire Pit Wednesdays, and now Rob on Thursdays. Then you got the Red Lab on Fridays.
Well, you got Compiler too. So Compiler does
Thursdays. Yes.
And I don't know. I got to double check with Compiler, but I think he changed his time because we were actually had conflicting times.
It is.
But I think he had changed it. I don't know if he just did that 1 week.
I think he is a 7 o'clock.
Okay.
Time frame.
But his genres and his vibe is different from mine. So, if you guys are feeling a certain vibe, hey, God bless, go and share the booth members. So please follow and support them.
Hooray.
So,
well, we just had an awesome show Friday. And I ain't even lying. I haven't been able to put it up. I was with Mama T yesterday doing a fundraiser. Saw the Bobby Womack play.
Oh,
and if you've never seen that, it is some. Go check it out. Go check it out. It was a very good play, well done, scripted play.
I knew Chris Womack, but I didn't know Bobby Womack.
Bobby Womack. Bobby. If you think you're lonely now, that guy.
Yeah, I know.
Wait until tonight. Well, anyway, I wasn't in the play, but they should have my voice in there. But I'm taking applications or taking. Y'all can book me if you want, but it was good, and I haven't had a chance to put the show up on YouTube or on Mixcloud. That will be done tonight. That is my bag. But you all, if you missed it on Friday, everybody came with the A game. Rose kicked it off, bringing fire. Timothy came, and he has some tracks. I hope he plays this one track today. He has a Prince Until the End of Time edit that is, please play that today.
Oh,
that was banging. And, I just came to close out the show, and it was just lava all over the floor already. So it was great.
Nice.
We had Timothy Triplett on Friday. This Friday, we have Jeremy O from Cinema Sessions coming on the show, and he'll be coming on to the booth later on the 20th. But that's all I got for right now. I don't have any other gigs to promote. I'm open to taking bookings, and I just want to give a quick promo shout out to my daughter, DJ Mon, who just dropped another soulful deep house set on Mixcloud. So go check that out. It's pretty dope. So she's mixing genres. It ain't just one genre; it's mixing genres. So check her out.
She better than the daddy.
Oh, I do that too. If you would have tuned in on Friday, I did play Afro Latin.
Oh, so fancy!
Come with it, my brother. What you talking about? What you
I got you.
What you got coming up? You started off as jumping up on the charts a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
What other projects you got coming?
So I know under the Souljack label, I had a new track that came out, but it wasn't mine though. It was actually somebody else's. Let me look for it real quick because I'm like everywhere right now. So this is actually from a guy from Paris, France. His name is Jorge Araujo.
He's from Paris, France.
Yeah,
named Jorge.
Exactly. That's why I was like, "Roar." I was like, he's one of the brothers from over there.
Jorge,
Mexican brother.
Jorge, bonjour.
Yes, bonjour.
Bonjour, Jorge.
No, but he just brought out a new track under the Souljack label called Talamanca. It's a tech house track. Pretty cool. I loved it. I was like,
it's a tech house.
It's a tech house. Under Souljack Digital.
And you guys do jacking.
We do everything though.
Okay.
We do
predominantly we hear about jacking from your label.
I know. Well, that's true. That's true.
So you guys are kind of like labeled as that type of label now, jacking label. So that's
but it's okay. But it's okay though. Yeah, we're branching. Exactly, we're branching out.
Yeah.
Right, we're branching out into other stuff. And I mean, heck, this track, fire.
Will you play that in a Jackin' House set?
I would.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely would. I mean, it kind of has that little Jackin' sound to it.
Because between you and Chris Lara, y'all, I mean, you don't do it as much, but some of the sound of your Jackin' tracks that you put in have a tech house sound.
It does.
So
I mean, if you think about it, house has been like blending into everything now. It's like Jackin' tech and tech disco and whatever. It's like blah. But yeah, you're right. It's blending to everything.
I think the genres are also going through a change right now because
you think so?
A lot of your soul funk is more soulful, and a lot of your electronic is going into your light tech house. And if you listen to minimal deep tech, it's 100% tech house.
Yeah.
And your tech house is sounding more like Latin tech.
Yeah.
So,
we'll lie about that. I think everything is just coming back into place, though. I mean, if it's not, it will soon. I mean, music goes into that phase anyway, so.
Oh, hey. Rose, what you got going on?
Yes. So.
Nothing.
Wow.
So this week it'll be Arbella's. So that is, or I don't know how they say Arbeilla or Arbella.
I thought it was Arbella.
I'm white.
I know, but someone corrected me, and I was like, "Oh, really?"
Where's this place at?
Yes, it's on East Illinois. I'm gonna look that up.
Arabella's it's right down the street from Celeste. To be honest, if you know where Celeste is,
112 West Grand Avenue.
There you go.
But I believe that's
is that the old Teeny Martini? Oh no, not Teeny Martini. Martini Club.
No, different place.
No? Okay.
But if you know where the Rock and Roll McDonald's is, it's literally 2 blocks from the Rock and Roll McDonald's.
Oh.
If you're going north, if you get to Ontario, you've already passed it. because there's an animal cruelty humane society on the opposite corner of.
No, I'm trying to picture that.
I know exactly where it is.
Okay.
We'll talk offline.
Okay.
But
cool.
Rose is playing there, and what else you got?
Yes,
we got
Thursday.
Jeremy.
Well, first of all, it'll be for Nick Quicktastic, who holds the Voyage Nights there on Thursdays. And he actually just got married yesterday. So
Congratulations
to him and his
Congrats.
new wife.
Right.
And I think that's it for this week. I got some other stuff coming up, but I think we can talk about that next Sunday.
No, you can't talk about that.
Okay, so that's all we have. Do you have any other? Oh, you got some more.
I do.
Sorry,
I forgot.
didn't
I
mean
got
to cut you
booked
off.
for VU.
Oh,
VU.
Yes, very nice.
June 8th, I'll be there.
Love that
Sunday,
spot.
June 8th, I'll be there spinning. I don't know what floor it is. I haven't been there
It's
in a
one
long
floor.
time. Is it one floor?
One floor.
Okay, then I'm on that one floor. And also,
rooftop.
it's a rooftop. Yeah,
It's
that's
all the way to the
Either the
top.
front or back.
it depends on which
But,
room, though. So you have one floor, but then there's multifaceted rooms.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah. I don't know which room I'm in, but
I hope
I'm
you're
there.
that one that Rose was at, because that
Yeah.
one was sexy. It was
Yes.
really.
It's right off the
main-
back patio. And
The
so
main room is huge,
Okay.
but
Is that the one that's across the street from, what's that college called?
no.
No, that's not the one I'm thinking about. Then.
It's right by where the
It's on
WNBA.
Oh, Cermak.
team-
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Really?
WNBA
Chinatown.
where they
Yeah.
play at the stadium.
Yeah.
Was it
Not
Indiana?
Fort
Wintrust.
Soldier.
Wintrust
Wintrust.
had a corner to VU.
Okay, never mind. So,
Oh, see, somebody said Arbeya. See?
Arbeya.
I
Arbeya?
told you.
Oh,
I thought it was Arabella. Okay, well,
Two
Chicago
L's.
say
Two
Arabella.
L's. Two L's.
Arbeya.
Arabella.
Arabeya?
Yes,
Like-
Arbeya.
Arabeya?
Okay.
Well, yeah, I mean, in Spanish, it's, yeah, whatever.
exactly.
Yeah, so, whatever.
My black Spanish, my Spanglish.
Your Spanglish isn't working.
It's like Chicago, Spanglish, English, Arabella. Like I say, Cirrus, and it's cerise.
Oh, that's right.
Cirrus, cerise.
Cirrus.
Sounds the same.
That's the one I'm
Tomato,
probably thinking about that I
tomato.
DJed
Yes,
before.
the one that has the 2 floors, 26 and 27.
Yeah, that's the one that's across the street from the college, right? Downtown?
Yes.
That's the one
Yes.
I DJed a long time ago.
Next
yeah.
to Harold Washington.
That's the one. Yep.
Those are both great.
Virgin Hotel. Yeah.
Yep.
Great place.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Yes, it
God.
is.
And they have a lounge on the second floor that
They
is
do.
open for bookings. So I'm trying to get in there too, trying to get us in there. But anyway, that's all you got?
I might be DJing at a future event where they sell tacos and tamales.
Oh.
What?
Yeah.
Aren't you
but
having-
my agent still has to talk to their people. If you know what I
But
mean.
don't you have an event going that same time?
No, actually, this year I'm not.
What? You ain't passed us the memo? I was already prepared for that.
It might be changed to a different date though. Stay tuned.
Okay. Well, we have one thing that ain't changing to a different date, and that's called the Booth Bash. 2025, y'all. The Booth Bash is going to be coming up
Holla.
soon. And we are behind the Museum of Science and Industry. And if you haven't been over there, the museum has started bumping up. They're going to have outdoor events in the front lawn.
Really?
You couldn't rent that through the
Right.
park district because that's considered the museum property.
Not true. The
They
last
said it on the news. They were not. The park district wasn't allowing people to book the front lawn of the museum.
is that recent then?
Yes,
Okay,
because
that
it
makes
was
sense.
private property. It was condemned as or listed, not condemned, listed as private property of the
That makes
museum.
sense. Yeah.
Now they're going to have events there. They're going to build an outdoor thing in the back, also not where we have our picnic, but on that other side.
Gotcha.
All of this due to the getting ready for the grand opening of the Obama Museum.
Oh, that's right. Where's that going to be at?
Right behind the museum. Literally.
Well, there goes.
It's half built already.
Wow.
So stay tuned. We will have flyers, or like my mom would say, pluggers, coming out for the Booth Bash. We are going to do, we're not going to let anybody know what the lineup is quite yet. That's going to be a secret. We're going to
We can't say that Bad Boy Bill's going to be there.
keep the cats and the dogs in the bag. Man. We want to have people want to get that information. So
Oh
come
yeah,
on.
absolutely.
But
I agree.
you hooked Bad Boy Bill up? Okay, cool.
I could try.
Oh, okay. I thought you already had it. Okay. So we might, and Tony's going to try to get somebody up there as big as Bad Boy Bill. Hopefully, it'd be great if Bad Boy Bill would.
That would be nice. I mean, if the money's right.
And he could play his new house music.
Mm-hmm. No old school.
No old school. But we might have an
Yolanda,
old school
no Diamond
player
Girl,
there.
no.
No. Please, come on. No Diamond Girl, please. Nothing against Diamond Girl. It was a classic.
It's a great, yeah, you're right. It's a great track, but here in the south side of Chicago, you play it almost, not you per se, but
heck no.
All these clubs play it, 5 times a night?
Next to Follow Me.
Oh, my God.
But, Rob, do you have any last minute coins and change of information that you'd like to pass?
Nope.
Okay. He said no real quick without even
That was
thinking about it.
fast.
Okay, so without further ado, let's go to a quick commercial break. We're going to pay some bills, and then we're going to come back, and we're going to have the man, myth, the legend, who's sitting right over here. Really cool guy. Timothy Triplett come up on the mic and talk about what he's been doing, because he's got a lot to pass. He was just overseas, and he came back. I'm glad you got back in the country, too, because some people ain't being allowed back.
They would have sent you to China, bro.
Might have confused people. No, I might have confused you with being Lithuanian and sent you over there. Come here, your accent. Right back with Timothy Triplett, and then we got my big sister, Angie Pat, gonna give us some inspiration, because we. Without further ado, Rob, take us to commercial, please, sir.
All right, gladly. Guys, stick around right. We're going to be following up with Timothy Triplett and what to expect. And the right here for the best sounds of the underground, DaBooth312. 0.9 from Chicago and WOUI, DaBoothRadio.com.
Okay. So we might, and Tony's going to try to get somebody up there as big as Bad Boy Bill. Hopefully, it would be great if Bad Boy Bill would.
That would be nice. I mean, well, the money's right.
And he could play his.
Puro sabor. Puro sabor. Oye, pero suéltate el pelo. Así me gusta. Así me gusta. Oye,
Hey, I thought you and the boys were doing some environmental cleanup thing today.
We are.
Well, it looks more like you're going fishing.
We are.
And that's how you're helping the environment?
Mm-hmm.
Fishing?
Uh-huh.
And that's the example you're setting for our children?
Yep.
Well, then I guess I'll go shopping to, save the rainforest or something.
Conservation is easy. Every time you purchase a fishing license or register your boat, you're helping to preserve our nation's coastlines, lakes, rivers, and streams, protecting memories for generations to come. To learn about all the ways your participation in boating and fishing help the environment, visit takemefishing.org/conservation.
Reaching the World Entertainment presents The Booth. Check us out every Sunday on WIIT 88.9 FM in Chicago, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Download that free app, tune in, and get the best sounds of the underground with The Booth.
Welcome back to the DaBooth312, and we're glad to finally get our guest in here, Timothy Triplett, to find out and get caught up with what he's up to these days, because he's traveling, getting around, and well, everybody wants to know, what are you doing, man? Welcome back.
Welcome back to the show.
Thank you. I'm a clap for just welcoming me back.
That's right. Hey, no reason not to applaud for yourself. Be happy for yourself.
The last time you was here, you were all over Chicago, and our mutual good friend, Vok.
Yeah.
You and Vok were just all over the place. I'm like, what am I not doing right? But okay.
Well, I've always had the saying, house music takes you where you need to be. And the more I say it, the more I realize I'm going places. So since I've last been here, I've been to Cuba twice, all on music, and it's been an amazing experience. I just got back from Cuba in February for their International Jazz Fest, and what they're doing is infusing jazz, rap, and house, Orisha house, as a matter of fact. And then March 1st, did a pilgrimage to Ghana. And of course, that was just an amazing experience going back to Ghana.
Now, before we go in further with Ghana, back to the Cuba trip, with the changes in administration, is that gonna affect you for next year? Because they just went back to closing it off.
Right. Well, it's a lot of uncertainty with that, even though they're still, hey, we're going. And I don't like to, throw politics in the mix with music, because it puts a certain energy there. But I still believe we'll still be able to do things, under that music umbrella.
Okay.
I had no issues getting in or coming out.
Okay.
Right.
So even with Ghana, it was just really, really carefree. So didn't have any issues with that. So
now, let's go into Ghana. It's been some many moons since I was there. I was talking with you about that at my house Friday. But how was Ghana? Let the audience know what's the house music scene like in Ghana?
House music, the scene there is still being developed, and to see the locals really just gravitate to it. I stayed at the Movenpick. It was like 250 of us. And I was there on Independence Day, and they had this huge pool, and everybody was out. And for Independence Day, they had I don't even know if you want to call him the resident DJ. He was actually like the maintenance guy. But they had like a DJ set up, and he was playing a lot of what he thought, us Westerners would like to hear. But it was a lot of the hip hop, with a lot of explicit lyrics. But, we're all in a mature age bracket. So I'm going around the pool, just talking to different DJs, and I just hear the music, and I'm like, whoa. So I just walk. I'm just going to go say hi to some people. And that's when I noticed the DJ. And I'm like, hey, you need some help? He's like, please. So I said, I'll be right back. I'll help you out. So what I did, I went and got my music, came down, and I changed the energy, because everybody was just kind of like looking around like, wow, it's 90 degrees out here, and we're listening to a lot of music we don't want to listen to. So long story short, I began to play some music and kind of ease into it. And I told the DJ, I said, watch what happens when we play this music. The vendors that were there, the people who were working there, literally were dancing, who worked there. The group Afrofast or Sankofa Soul, who put the whole trip together, the whole pool just erupted.
Mhm.
I was only going to play for 15 minutes, and it turned into a pop-up pool party. And I brought our new up-and-coming DJ Kush. I told her, go get your music. That's where she debuted. So she's here in Chicago, but she spoke, I'd love to be able to play for Afrofest in Ghana. And it happened.
Wow.
So the words you speak in that,
Put it
on
out in
that
the universe.
continent,
Yeah.
the energy is so enriched.
And you're
You speak-
grounded.
yeah, you are grounded because now you're connected. You're back
Mhm.
home. So that was just an amazing experience for me because I actually had to play a later set on Independence Day in Ghana. So it was very, very special. And I'll hold it sacred because right there was a lot of people who discovered more about Timothy Triplett. They all just thought I was an MC.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so we went a little bit deeper.
More than an
yeah,
MC.
Yeah, more than an MC, yeah.
So, how are you got any other? Is there any other out of the country dates or stuff that's in the works of planning? Like where I'm quite sure because you've been all over the world, the spectrum.
Mm-hmm.
You've been to Europe. You've been to. Have you been out to Asia?
Haven't been to Asia as of
Okay.
yet.
Okay.
As of yet. And,
He's ready, y'all.
Thank you. Thank you for speaking that into my spirit. Yeah, so Asia would be amazing. Actually, when I coming out of high school, when I first started playing, I was invited to go, but of course, parents was like, "Hey, no." I was like, "Come on." So I missed out on that. Who knows what was behind that door? But the path I'm taking now is actually opened up to much greater things. I got a lot going on this month, and let's see. I did this wonderful show on the Red Lab Friday. That was just amazing.
Yeah.
So that was one of the kickoff events I did. I do Evolution at Masada once a month. We just started that with a really cool group, the Entourage.
Isn't Fat Man part of that?
Fat
group?
Man is part of that.
Who's
Yes.
one of our own?
Yes.
One of
yes.
our own. yeah.
Mm-hmm. So we started that in January. So we're doing monthly things at Masada. That's 2206 California.
Mhm.
Right next to Sultan Market. They're all incorporated.
Yep.
I've got Houston, doing a spring affair in Houston. That is April 25th through the 27th. I also have Soulful Sundays with Daryl Hit 'em Hard, and that's April 20th at Bar Lorraine's, I believe.
Okay.
And there's a couple other things I'm sure I've got going on. Today, One DJ, One Night with Celeste Alexander. I'm actually just going to be the MC host today for that. And then, which I'm really excited about, is playing the booth today, which is coming up in the next few minutes. So I'm really excited.
Do you feel his excitement? Do you just feel
I feel it, goosebumps. I'm just itching. I don't know what's going on.
Goosebumps. There ain't no reason for you to have goosebumps, man. It's not like this is your first time, first rodeo.
Well, it's just good to be back. It really is.
Oh, it's great to have you back, man.
It's really good to be back.
And it's awesome to finally get caught up too, with everything you've got going on. And we want to support and continue to help you branch out and let people know more about what's going on with Timothy Triplett.
Yeah.
So, it's great to finally catch up with you again.
Yeah, this is great to just sit back and just have a conversation.
So you talked about partying and traveling, but what's up with the production? Because like I just mentioned before, that Prince track, I'm like, I'm gonna paint this picture for you. I heard him playing it, but I didn't really hear him playing it because I was producing my show and running around like a chicken with his head cut off. And when I had a chance to woosah, Rose and I were both like, "Do you hear that? That's Prince." And she says, "Yeah, who is that?" I said, "That's Tim's version." I said, "You hear that? What's the point of Shazamming? It ain't gonna be there."
It's not gonna be there.
So I'm like, I need to get that track. And he said he's gonna play it today. Wait till you hear this track. This is his production. So are you gonna get into official production, or have you? I know you dibble and dabble because when we were doing the thing with Lil Lewis, you were talking about how you're dibbling and dabbling. So can you go into some more detail about that?
Absolutely. I do have several tracks that I've actually just dabbled in and just put them away. And then one day I was just going through, I'm like, whoa, I've got a vast amount of just originals that I've done. The issue was I always thought it wasn't good enough.
Wait till you hear it.
I always thought things were not good enough until I just test the water.
What you do is you send it to a couple of DJs like me and Rose, who will
You
bang
know
it.
what? I think that's the path I need to take or get to
And,
take.
and
Yeah.
you know, once them DJs go, damn,
Yeah.
and we start banging it out, that's your question answered right there.
Matter of fact, when I was in Cuba, I played it. Deep Just out of New Jersey, he heard it. Julius, Mad Thinker, heard it, and they both approached me like, "Yo, what's up with that track?" You know, like, hey,
'Cause it's fire.
I'm having breakfast here, guys. Just hold on, right? So, to your point, yeah, I will be putting
Please do.
some things
'Cause
out.
Like Rob was just saying, when we're at commercial break, we have DaBooth312 and we support Chicago producers. So you are a Chicago producer and a Chicago DJ. We're here to support you. So when you want to put that out, let us know.
I appreciate it.
Definitely.
It'll be soon because it's 2025, and I did this one last year, and it's like still hot. I need to get it out.
Okay.
All right, so I'll play a small portion of it today. Just
Okay, yeah.
stretch it out. I'm gonna let it breathe.
Okay. So can you let everybody know the social media sites where they can follow Timothy Triplett, follow where you're going to be playing at? Hey, you need to get a passport ready because this guy's all over the place.
Get your
jet
passport.
setter. Him and Rose jet setting.
Get him stamped. Yeah, Timothy Triplett on Facebook, of course, and High Soul Deep House, I believe, on Instagram. No, Timothy High Soul Deep House on Instagram. SoundCloud, Timothy Triplett. Mixcloud, Timothy Triplett.
You'll be seeing the show from Friday tonight uploaded. It will be there. I'm telling y'all, if you didn't catch Friday's show, you can see the replay right now on X, but it'll be on YouTube also today and Mixcloud. So any last minute things you want to put out that you didn't get a chance to say?
Yeah. You asked where am I going out of the country again? Going back to Cuba, going back to Ghana next year, and possibly either Panama or Colombia.
I'm down to go, bro. I got my passport.
All right.
I got my real ID.
Okay.
They ain't
Versus
gonna,
the fake one, right?
they ain't gonna tell me I gotta go to Venezuela.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, "You going to Venezuela?" No, senor.
Right.
I'm not.
They're saying to the Dominican, bro.
Right. I don't mind. They can ship me there. I'm like, that's another vacation. They haven't pulled the other guy from out of Venezuela yet. So if you want to leave me down there, just let me see my daughter. That's all I ask.
There you go.
You know, and pay my bills back here so I don't get evicted. Because I don't want to get evicted. I need my house.
Yeah.
So one last time, let them know on social media where they can find you and follow you. And we're going to get into this mix with Timothy Triplett. Go ahead, let them know where you're at again.
Yes, Facebook, Timothy Triplett, of course, /Facebook. Instagram, High Deep, Timothy Triplett. And Mixcloud, Timothy Triplett. SoundCloud.
Check them out at Masadas with our very own DJ Fat Man once a month.
April 13th is
April
our next
13th.
This coming Sunday, we have it's not a day party. We start from 6 to 12 a.m. It'll be me, Fat Man. Our guest will be DJ Tony and Melvin Gentry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Melvin Gentry, a good friend of Multitude.
Yes. Great friend, great producer as well.
Yes. And his partners over there at Internal Affairs are good friends with us here at the booth, as well as the Red Lab with House Nation Music on Twitch. So, without further ado, we're going to get Mr. Timothy Triplett ready for his set, and we're going to pay a couple of bills. We're sorry for the technical difficulties earlier. That's partially my fault. So I'll take responsibility for that. But we're going to pay some bills so we can keep the lights on, because I don't have the money to give Rob for the lights. I barely got money to give him for toilet paper. So, it's just what it is. But we're going to pay some bills, and we'll be back with a live hot mix from the man, the myth, the legend, Timothy Triplett. Rob?
All right, guys, stick around right for more to come. When we come back, our guest, Timothy Triplett, will be throwing down the ones and twos. You definitely want to check out this fire that's about to be coming, because this room is going to heat up. All right, guys, so stick around right here for more to come. DaBooth312, broadcast now WIT 88.9 from Chicago and WOUI, DaBoothRadio.com.
I want you to get together.
get together. I want you to 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 get together. Put your hands together one time.
At St. Jude, a family never sees a bill at all, not one bill. Your focus is supporting this child. It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders.
My name is Lola Silvestri, and I'm going to be 95 this year. I was very independent. I fell, and I had to have Meals on Wheels. America, let's do lunch.
1 in 6 seniors faces the threat of hunger, and millions more live in isolation. Drop off a hot meal and say a quick hello. Volunteer for Meals on Wheels by donating your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org. This message brought to you by Meals on Wheels America and the Ad Council.
Regional World Entertainment presents The Booth. Check us out every Sunday on WIIT 88.9 FM in Chicago, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Download that free app, tune in, and get the best sounds of the underground with The Booth.
do what he's done for me. He will do for you. There's nothing that my God can do. What he's done for me, he can do for you.
time to write this down. Let me tell you how I feel right now. Hey, tomorrow may never know. For you or me, life is not promised. Tomorrow may never know. For you or me, life is not a problem. Tomorrow may never know. For you or me, life is not a problem. Tomorrow may never show up. For you or me, life is not a problem. I ain't no perfect man, I'm telling you. The best that I can with all I have. I ain't no perfect man, I'm telling you. The best that I can with all I have. Put my arms on. Hope you feel me when I am wherever you are. In that city, tomorrow may never come. For you and me, life is not a problem. Tomorrow may never appear. You better hold the very moment, very close to you right now, very close to you right now.
For the warrior in me, and you found me. They're all alone. The breath in you is the breath in me. See, I could take it all back. I never would have seen this other side of you react, babe. So I stay that way. I just want you, you just want me. But we wanna change up what we gon' be. We could just be. We could just be. We just want truth, nothing in between. You can be yourself when you're with me. We could just be. Just be. I believe in the age-old kind of love. Nothing in this world so sweet. Your eyes move me till we fall down. Get up again and get it all out. Now till the end of time, let yourself unwind. All I want is you just want me. But we wanna change up what we gon' be. We could just be. We could just be. We just want truth, nothing in between. When you're with me, we could just be. 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 you be that darkness that takes hold of me, takes hold of me, takes hold of me, takes hold of me until I cannot keep on sleep. There are no fairy tales when the villain takes the lead. You paint an ending that wasn't made for me. So could you be, oh could you be that pressure me that exercise me? This ain't no ordinary man.
On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. We leave no warrior behind. Wounded Warrior Project is a non-profit organization created to help our men and women returning home with the scars of war. Whether those scars are physical or mental, we're here to make sure that they heal. And whether it's helping those with post-traumatic stress disorder live a normal life again, or giving much-needed support to injured warriors in veterans' hospitals. Because no one deserves our help more than the men and women who risk their lives to keep us safe. Wounded Warrior Project. We never leave a fallen warrior behind. Ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org.
I'm Tiffany. I have some tips for you on how to quit smoking like I did. First, I did some reading about it. I found a lot of great advice on how to quit smoking and picked out the ways I thought would work best for me. I started by setting a quit date. Then I threw out my ashtrays, lighters, and matches. I did other things too, like exercising more, and it worked. But I'd still get cravings, especially on long car rides. To help me with that, I put a picture of my mother in my car. She died of lung cancer from smoking cigarettes when I was only 16. Now I have a 16-year-old daughter. That picture of my mother reminds me that I don't want to miss all the things my daughter is going to do in her life, including turning 17.
You can quit. For free help, call 1-800-QUIT-NOW. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and CDC.
Regional World Entertainment presents The Booth. Check us out every Sunday on WIIT 88.9 FM in Chicago, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Download that free app, tune in, and get the best sounds of the underground with The Booth.
Whew, yeah, we're hot. We're hot in here. We're sweating. It's hot in this room right now. Our guest, Timothy Triplett, threw down the ones and twos.
That mug, he said, who cares if it's 49 degrees outside? It's going to become summertime up in here. He brought the heat, boy. Especially that, y'all heard that Prince remix? That is banging. If you didn't like that, I know Karen is in the chat room. Karen was dancing. And normally Karen be like, if Tony Techniques is playing, she going to dance, clean the kitchen, clean the house. She'll even block sweep the whole neighborhood when Tony's playing. I bet you she didn't stop dancing then. Karen, I see you. What's up, girl? What's up? I want to give big shout outs to everybody in the chat room. Tracy Martin, our big sister, is in the house. What's up? Miss Queenie is in the house. Darnell is in the house. Chilla is in the house. And I'm sorry, I do not. Shirley, what's up? I don't know how to pronounce this person. And I'm sorry, I don't want you to be offended. But the person that said Cuba was amazing. I don't know how to pronounce your name, so I'm just going to say Lepregonde.
Nope.
Did you just say leprechaun?
No, I didn't say leprechaun. I said Lepregonde.
It's
Come on,
Rob. Lepregonde?
No.
I got you.
I'm not sure.
Ganache.
But we apologize for messing up your name. But
Thank you for tuning in. And I want to go to Cuba, too, because she said Cuba was amazing. So I guess she was down there with y'all. So whoever is...
Well, he brought the heat from Cuba over here, so definitely warmed it up.
And I got winter clothes on. So, again, check out Timothy Triplett on Facebook. Check him out on Instagram and on Mixcloud. He is...
And be on the lookout for his tracks to be coming out.
Soon. And so will DJ Mine. We gonna. So, here's what we definitely need. Something personally, or if you're going through just the politics, trying to keep up with today's things going on, you know. So there's a lot of reasons why people are down. But you know, for me right here, she has a way of inspiring people to give them uplifting, not just words of spirituality, but just uplifting in life. And you don't have to go to your preacher and pay and get locked in the church to pay like the one preacher did. We locking the doors. You're going to pull out some money that folds, not the jingle. You're going to pull out the one that folds and put it in the pot. He locked the doors. We ain't locking the doors and make you do that. She's going to give you some free uplifting advice. That is the person I'm talking about is our one and only guru of inspiration, the boss queen, Angie Pat. What's up, girl?
Hey.
Now, I know your time is limited. I ain't looking forward to that. But it's coming. But while you're still here with us, and I'll let her talk about that later. I don't want to steal her thunder, but, you know, people got things going on in their lives that change on a daily, and, you know, you always are going to be a resident here with us, so regardless. So I'm just getting prepared. I'm getting prepared.
I already told Rob, you can't kick me out.
Well, I was just getting myself prepared because I don't want to be crying. Anywho, I need some uplifting. Right. Lift me up, wow. So, Angie, I'm going to shut my mouth. I'm finna turn off the mic. I'm finna turn off the mic. And I ain't going to say nothing else unless she asks me to because I don't want to be rude. So, my big sister, y'all, Angie Pat.
So happy Sunday, everybody. We'll have to listen on Wednesday for part 2 because it is a lot. Because when things happen, it inspires you to realize things, to learn things, to share things, to spread things. So I'm telling you now, I'm not going to get it done all in this segment. But you can tune in the morning on Wednesday at 7, and you can get the rest of it. But I wanted to talk about today, learning is losing. And I know to some people that may seem contradictory. Because when we think about learning, we think about obtaining, we think about schooling, we think about experiences, and we always, it's usually always something positive when we say we're learning something. We never really think about losing. But there is such a lesson in losing. And a lot of times God allows us to go through things so that we can learn things. It's funny because sometimes we deal with things and we go through things and we deal with people and circumstances and situations that God has already released us from. He's already told us or allowed us to get it that, this is the end of that season, this is the end of that time. And a lot of times we still try to hold on to things. And sometimes things happen where we have no choice. God allows things to happen where we have no choice to let go of these people, these places, these circumstances and situations. And I was talking to a young lady this past week, and she called me. And she is a sweetheart. I'm not going to put her name out there, but she's a sweetheart. And she said, Angie Pat, I need to ask you something. And so when we start coming into the year of 2025, as we were preparing in the latter part of 2024, and our affirmation for 2025 was we're coming alive in 25. And there was, I was telling people that there was a raw truthfulness that needed to happen in this season because we have compromised so much and we've sugarcoated so much and we've tiptoed through the tulips so much that we are so watered down that the truth is no longer noticeable. It's no longer a reality for a lot of people. And she said, Miss Angie, I want to ask you something. And so I said, well, she started telling me, and I said, well, let me stop you there. I said, if you don't want me to tell you the blunt truth, then we're not going to finish this conversation. And she said, no, Miss Angie, I want you to tell me the truth. And so she told me, she said, well, I go out of my way. I support, I try to do the right thing. I support people, and I just don't get that back. And she said, but I want to do the right thing. She said, what should I do? I said, stop. Just like that, stop. I said, because people will get us in a frame of mind that we doubt ourselves, we doubt our worth. First of all, we need to know our worth. We need to know who we are. We need to know whose we are. And I told her, I said, and she said, well, I don't want people to think that I'm acting funny. I said, first of all, nobody is thinking anything. They're not caring about how you feel. They're not caring about what you think. Because if they were, then it would be reciprocated. And she said, well, that's why I do it, because, everybody always talks about, supporting each other, encouraging each other, uplifting each other, building each other. She said, and I've been doing that, but I haven't. She said, at first it was being done, but now it's slacked off. And I was telling her, people are going to do only what you allow them to do. They're going to benefit from you what they can benefit from you. And the lesson, how that ties in with what I'm saying today is, I told her, I said, that person will realize the lesson in losing you. Sometimes we feel like, when we used to, my mom, when clean up week, we used to clean up, and she used to, have us throw certain things away and do things like that. And she said, well, we got to get rid of this stuff. We got to get rid of this stuff. You cannot obtain new things holding on to old things and situations. It just does not work. It's not going to work. So I was telling her, I said, that person will realize the lesson in losing you. Might be too late, but they'll realize it. We look at, we lose material things. We lose, and we're so focused on the losing part that we don't pay attention to the lesson part of it all. We're not learning a lesson in it. We've lost, and, we want to get down, we want to get depressed, we want to get in our modes, but we're not looking at the lesson in it. There are so many people that God puts in other people's lives for them to be a blessing to. Just because they don't realize that you're the blessing, you have to realize that you're the blessing. Their lesson in losing you, that would be their issue. Because people want to try to, play the victim and, put that off on you. And I was even telling this young lady, stop letting people play the victim with you. If you know that you've done all you can do, even the Bible says, if you've done all you can do to stand, still stand. If you've done everything that you could do, you kept your word, you encouraged this person, you supported this person, and you didn't get that back, then you've done what you were supposed to do. That's no longer on you. And I told her, I said, don't feel bad. Don't feel bad about the situation. Not only just losing things. There's certain things that I've been dealing with and going through, and I now understand it's not about the losing, but it's about the lesson in the losing. And it's not that it's a negative thing, because it makes room for better. It makes room for more. It makes room to learn more lessons. Every day I get up, I try to learn something. I try to do something better than what I did the day before. And that's the point we need to get to. People will understand, and unfortunately, a lot of people, because they're so self-centered, they're so selfish, that they won't even understand the lesson until they lose it. Sometimes people have to lose you. They have to lose the blessing that you bring in order for them to learn a lesson. Because as long as we are constantly around, as long as we are putting ourselves out there, as long as we are continuing to cross oceans for people who wouldn't cross the street for us, they're constantly benefiting. I was telling somebody else, I said, I knew they weren't going to do it. I told them to be facetious. I was saying it to be facetious. And I said, if you go in your kitchen and you pour you a glass of water, and you continue to pour water in everybody's glass, after a while your glass is going to be empty. And then who's there to pour back into you? And then you're empty, you're frustrated. Everybody else is going on about their business. They're going on about, their daily routine, and you are no longer a concern. We have to understand, and I say this all the time, We can't allow other people to set boundaries for us. We have to set our own boundaries because nobody's going to set those boundaries for us. People are going to constantly take as long as you keep choosing to give. Nobody's going to tell you, "Oh, stop giving. I don't want that. I don't need that." But you have to set boundaries. And another thing that we don't do is society now has this entitlement spirit, like you're supposed to do this for me. This is what you're supposed to do. Nobody is supposed to do anything. People do out of the goodness of their heart. And I have never in my life seen such discord. It's like it's the norm now. That when you do speak the truth, you get frowned upon, you get tormented for it, but we have to keep speaking the truth. Because the right people will want to hear the truth. Even if it means I have to shine a flashlight on myself. Even if it means I have to look at the man in the mirror and deal with that person in the mirror myself. Even if that person is myself. That's what I have to deal with. So we need to really understand the lesson in either being a blessing or the lesson in losing. Sometimes we lose people. Why did they walk out? Why did they, leave? Why did they stop talking to me? Why did they just drop off the face of the earth? It's because they were removed. They were removed. It was time because you were never going to let go. You were never going to let go. And instead of holding on to that, what is the lesson that you learned in it? Even when I am on my show and I talk about, things that have happened in my testimony, and I always say I was never a victim even when I was a victim. Because you have to learn the lesson in that. I was telling somebody else, a few people called me last week, it was really ironic, but I was telling somebody else last week that most of what we go through has absolutely nothing to do with us. Nothing. We are to learn the lesson in it, but for the most part, we go through things because somebody else is going through that same thing, and you're going to come across this somebody else sometime in life. And I don't know about you, but I don't want nobody giving me no false information. I don't want anybody telling me what they think I should do because this is what they heard from Big Mama and them, this is what they heard from JoJo and them across the street. I want to know that you went through it and God brought you through it. And now I need you to help me to get connection to God to get through it. So it's just so many things that are happening and so many things that we've never seen before. And we need to learn lessons. We need to not go backwards. We need to understand why we're dealing with things and going through certain things. And even myself, y'all know I talk to myself first. Even myself, understanding the blessing in the losing. And there is definitely a blessing in the losing. And I have learned that on so many levels lately. But I'm every day, God is helping me and he's allowing me to see the lesson in it and not the losing part. So I know I deal with a lot of people in my close circle that and God actually it was like, to me, I was just telling BB this morning, I said I really believe God strategically put certain groups together because all of us are going through something. I'm talking about something on a whole nother level something. But I thank God because everybody in the group that's going through something, we believe in prayer, we believe in encouraging each other, we believe in uplifting each other. And that's important. It's important. And we should treasure that. We take so many things and so many people for granted until it's a norm now. It's a norm. I'm gonna help you as long as I help you on my terms. I'm not gonna help you because I really want to help you. I'm gonna help you on my terms. I'm gonna help you as long as it really benefits me. So in my mind, I'm really not helping you. I'm really just smoke screening you because at the end of the day, I'm trying to benefit me. And it's too much. And we have to know when to set boundaries. We have to know when to realize that it's really not a loss, but it's a lesson. We know people for 30, 40 years. I've been knowing them so long, or, that's my sister, or that's my brother, or that's my whatever, my cousin, my coworker. And so I'm going to hold on. Or that's my friend, I've been knowing them for 30 years. Why are you holding on to people, places, and things that are not benefiting you at all? They're constantly tearing you down. They're not benefiting you. You can't even get the support from people. And then when these people walk away, when these people leave, now you're in tears, you're crying, you're depressed, you don't want to come out, you're uncomfortable. But learn to look at the lesson in the losing, because there's a lesson in the losing. We are so focused on a one-dimensional. Our minds are so one-dimensional that we can't even open them up to realize that, okay, I lost this, but why did I lose it? I lost this because what is it preparing me for? I lost this because what is it making room for? I lost this because it was something I needed to learn. I lost this because it was something that I needed to see. I lost this because this was a component that was detrimental in my destiny. We have to learn how to look at things in a whole nother way. And there are so many dimensions that I really want to go into. That's why I said I'm going to do it this week on the show as a part 2. But there's just so many things. And, people need to understand that everything that happens, it happens for a reason. God is so strategic. And I knew that, but it's like things that are happening and things that, even on my show that I was talking about that, everybody was dealing with and kind of in the circle. But everything is somehow working out. It's not working out the way we want to. It's not working out in the time frame we may want to. But what are we doing while we're waiting? Are we learning, or are we just murmuring? Are we complaining? Are we becoming complacent? Those are lessons that need to be learned. And just because people get older, I can't stand that. I get older, so I don't have anything else to learn. Every day you get up, it's a lesson to be learned. Something different to do today than you did before. Something better than you did today than you did it before. Try to be a better person to yourself, or try to be a better person to somebody else than you were yesterday. Is it easy? No. No, it's not. Things are trying. People do things. You want to wring people's neck. You want them to understand that what you did was wrong. Why do I have to convince you that you did me wrong? Why do I have to force you to see the point that I was on the losing end of this? But it's a lesson to learn from it. And we need to do that. I think if we really took the time, instead of, and I say this a lot too, we concentrate and focus on absolutely the wrong thing. The wrong thing. We focus on the losing. Me too. Focus on the losing. Focus on what was lost, or what was destroyed, or what somebody took, what somebody stole. But we're not looking at the forward move. We're not looking at, I had to lose some things to gain some things. We can't have it both ways. We are such a selfish society. I want to win, but I don't want to lose, but I don't want to go through anything to win. I'm just entitled to win because I get up every day. So unless we change our mindset, unless we ask God for clarity, because that, we have that's a necessity, because we don't understand. I know I don't. Half the stuff that's happening, I don't understand. I'm not gonna pretend to understand. But I have to see the blessing in it, see the lesson in it, And you all know my favorite motto: I don't go backwards. We don't have time. We don't have room to go backwards. To what? Looking back, learning the lessons, understanding why things happen, yes. Going backwards, no, it's not an option. Losing, no, it's not an option. If we were made in God's image, He is not at all a loser, so that makes us not losers. that makes us winners. But we have to see that, and we have to get around people and get in places, be around things that help us to see who we are. Stop being around people, first of all, that's going to agree with everything you say. I've said that before. Stop getting around people that, everything is cool. They're going to allow you to believe your own foo-foo. They're going to allow you to just go ahead, and they know, because some people will actually watch you go through a train wreck. They'll watch you run into a train wreck. And that's that crab in a barrel syndrome that I always talk about. So we have to, in order to move forward, in order to have a different outcome, we have to have a different mindset. So we can't just look at, I lost, but what did I win? I won peace. I won joy. I won another day to get it right. I won a lesson. Even in school, it's so important. If you don't go to school, you can go to school, you can sit in the class, not listen, but you're in there every day. You listen, half listen, you don't do the homework, you don't take time to study. What are you really getting out of it? You're just a body taking up space. But when you apply yourself, the same way in life, when you apply yourself, you do the homework, you do the studying, you go out of your way to do the research, then that's where the learning takes place. That's when the lessons take place. So I just want to encourage everybody out there today, that even if you feel as though you're losing, concentrate on the lesson. And after a while, trust me, God won't even allow you to look at it as losing. You'll just have learned a lesson in it. And when I tell you just about everybody I know is going through something, just about everybody I know, even folks that don't hardly go through stuff, they're going through stuff. So what does that tell you? So none of us are better than the next. There's no big I, little U's. But I do encourage you guys to learn the lesson in losing, because there's one to learn. And if you go through losing and you don't learn the lesson, then it's all in vain anyway. So you have lost at that point. You definitely have lost at that point. So I definitely, Liz said, better to lose the person than to lose yourself. Absolutely. The lesson is for them. The patience was for you. Absolutely. You're often the vessel. I want to thank everybody that is in the chat room. I know there's a lot of people that I can't see. My team is in here, so I thank you guys so much. Tracy, BB, Blair, Darnell, Roach. We are truly an amazing team. They are amazing people. We be all in the middle of the night. One of our team members is having surgery, and so a couple of days before he goes into surgery, we're going to do a prayer. And I think that's important that everybody is on that same page. You have to be around like-minded people. So I thank them for being in. And Liz, happy birthday to Liz. Happy birthday. Thank you guys for coming in, for supporting me, everybody in the chat. Thank you, Chiller. Thank you so much. My mom, she's listening today. So thank you. So I just want to encourage everybody. I miss you guys. And so I'll be back up on Wednesday for the Ride to Work with Angie at 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. I'm going to do the app show, and I'm excited about that because the first installment is finally finished, and I'm starting on the second one, so that'll be out soon. Continue, you guys, to keep Chiller in your prayers as he is preparing for the comeback and the Redemption album. We do have our merch out. We do have our merch out now, and it is on the pages, also on the website. So it's a lot going on, but I'm really excited. I'm really excited. And again, I just want to encourage everybody out there because we all are going through something. But what are we learning? What are we learning? There's definitely something to be learned. So, as always, I am excited when I come back into the studio with my Booth family. My brother, look, y'all. I have never ever seen him this quiet. Ever.
Keep my mouth shut sometimes. Sometimes gotta just be quiet.
He was over here bobbing nodding his head though.
I wasn't asleep. No,
I know you.
I want them to think I was over here sleeping. No.
Just because we didn't hear you snoring, don't mean you weren't sleeping.
No, my eyes were wide awake, brother.
This man was in the military for years. He had to learn how to sleep with his eyes open.
That is true, but not
Tracy said, if no one told you that they loved you today, let me be the first to say I love you, but Jesus loves you more. Blair, I'm so glad you got back from your little staycay. She said, what you go through, you grow through. Right? You know we're gonna have to put that on the shirt, right? You know I'm taking it, right?
Better copyright it now. Or else Angie's gonna
that belong to me. That
T-shirts.
Stickers.
Now,
caps.
with your merch that you was talking about, you had told me before you was coming out with some draws too. So some boss.
Pretty much your idea
because of the hammock.
From the
hammock.
That was your thing.
Hey, them hammock.
So we'll get together with that and put it on the website.
Y'all better watch out. We're gonna have some boss up draws. And it's going. No, I'll get in trouble. I don't want to get the radio station in trouble. I was gonna say a certain rhymes with draws, but in walls.
I cannot. Don't start no mess. Be good.
And you're gonna have the men of house music modeling.
Well, that's your department. I told you.
I ain't taking no. What I look like having dudes with dudes and draws on my phone.
We don't want that.
No, but thank you again, all you guys, for tuning in and joining us this Sunday. It was a hot Sunday. It's warm in here. The studio is
It's hot in here.
Warm, and it's only. It's up in here hot because the music that Tony threw down with, as well as our guest Timothy Triplett, he left the room hot. So it's hot. Angie just kind of cooled us off and brought us back down to earth. Like she said, you could catch the morning ride to work. Is this, you're still calling the morning ride to work?
Yeah, it's the ride to work with Angie. Do the app show and the Boss Up show. I'm doing that all on Wednesday at 7. 6 Facebook pages. So
okay, tune in. I've been getting on.
You did.
And tuned in. And it's hard to be seen on there. I'll tell you that. I'll be honest with you. I was like, hey, sis, and it's just.
I know. Because I saw one of your comments, and I'm like, where did he go? Where did he go? But you probably just got kind of lost in the sauce.
It's talking ticking. But yeah.
It's super fast.
I do jump on there on Instagram. We need to. Please tune in every morning for the ride to work. And like she said, she has the boss right after Luis Fuego. So, hey, the booth members are always active. It's active. Terrific Thursday. Techrific Thursday. Enough yet. It hasn't grown on me yet, but it's growing on me because I tuned in. Ha ha! And you with my YouTube on my phone, get a new phone and everything goes out of whack. It's like, what the heck? There's something going on with the booth members on social media every week. Check us out. Follow us on our social media platforms. We're going to shut our mouths right now and just play to break down our studio here because there are other shows on after us. Bat channel next week, like I said, we got our good friend, the station's good friend, Peace RTG, will be gracing his presence with us and join us here next. And if you've never heard Peace play, if you like Timothy, who are the residents? RTW. Well, this ain't a long distance call, so it should be kind of cheap.
Right. So the residents and Chris Laura.
All right. So we're going to have another summertime show, y'all. So, hey, be careful out there. Love one another. Let's not hate. And let's get through this week. And let's compare notes next Sunday right here on the booth. Rob, please close us out.
All right, guys, for the best sounds of the underground, make sure you check us out, DaBooth312, on all of our favorite channels, as well as check out the Booth Radio for the best, hottest, newest house music 24/7. That's DaBoothRadio.com. Make sure you check it out. Till next week, guys, we love yous. Stick around for the music, and we'll be ending as our usual at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. For the best sounds of the underground, DaBooth312, broadcasting on WIT 88.9 FM Chicago and WOUI, DaBoothRadio.com.